The first time I saw Gianna Collier, she was sitting alone in a room the size of my entire apartment, listening to the same song on repeat for the 47th time. I know it was 47 because I counted. No one had spoken to her all morning. Not the housekeeper who walked past her open door 3 times. Not the chef who prepared her breakfast and left it outside her room. Not her father, who'd left for work before she woke up. I was the new maid. I'd been warned not to bother her, but when she looked at me for the first time, I saw something everyone else had missed. 3 weeks later, everything would change. Have you ever seen someone being ignored and known you couldn't stay silent? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more stories about compassion, connection, and seeing people who others overlook, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss our next story. I've been cleaning houses for 6 years. I'm good at it. I know how to make granite counters shine without streaks. I know which products work on hardwood versus tile. I know how to be invisible when the family wants privacy and efficient when they want results. But I've never worked in a house like this one. The Collier mansion, and it is a mansion, not just a house, sits in the wealthiest neighborhood in town. Stone facade, circular driveway, windows so tall and clean they look like they're not even there. I got the job through an agency. Good pay. Full-time. Benefits after 90 days. Mr. Collier is very particular, the agency woman told me. The previous housekeeper left suddenly. He needs someone reliable, discreet, professional. I'm all of those things. I need this job. My rent went up last month and my car needs new tires. So here I am. First day. 7 a.m. I ring the doorbell. The woman who opens the door is in her 60s. Gray hair pulled into a tight bun. Navy dress. No smile. You're Christine? Yes, ma'am. I'm Mrs. Ruth Winters. I manage the household staff. She looks me up and down like she's inspecting produce at the grocery store. You're young. I'm 28. I've been cleaning professionally for 6 years. She steps aside. Come in. The foyer is bigger than my entire apartment. Marble floors. A chandelier that probably costs more than I'll make in 5 years. A staircase that curves up to the second floor like something out of a movie. Mr. Collier leaves for the office at 6:30, Mrs. Winters says as she walks. I follow, my shoes squeaking slightly on the marble. He returns around 7 p.m., sometimes later. You'll rarely see him. Understood. Your responsibilities: dust all surfaces daily, vacuum carpets, mop hardwood and tile, laundry twice a week, deep clean bathrooms, windows once a week. She rattles off the list without looking at me. You'll work Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's perfect. We walk through a living room with furniture that looks like no one has ever sat on it. A dining room with a table that could seat 20. A kitchen with appliances I don't even recognize. Gus handles all meals, Mrs. Winters says, gesturing to a man in his 50s chopping vegetables. He nods at me but doesn't speak. You don't touch the kitchen except to clean. Got it. And one more thing. Mrs. Winters stops, turns to face me. Her expression shifts. Becomes careful. Mr. Collier has a daughter, Gianna. She's 6 years old. Okay. She has special needs. Mrs. Winters says the word quietly, like it's something shameful. She's mostly to herself. You'll see her around the house sometimes. Just leave her alone. Something about the way she says it, just leave her alone, makes my stomach twist. Leave her alone? Don't engage. Don't try to interact. She doesn't like it. It upsets her. I want to ask more questions. But Mrs. Winters is already walking again. Your cleaning supplies are in the utility room. Start with the upstairs guest rooms. I'll check your work at noon. I spend the first 2 hours cleaning guest rooms that look like they've never been used. Perfect white linens. Around 9:30, I'm dusting the hallway on the second floor when I hear it. Music. Soft. Repetitive. The same melody playing over and over. I follow the sound to a closed door at the end of the hall. Pink nameplate, Giana. I shouldn't. Mrs. Winters told me to leave her alone. But I'm curious. I knock softly. Hello? No answer. I crack the door open. The room is unexpected. It's big, but it doesn't feel empty like the rest of the house. There are toys, books, a small table with crayons scattered across it. Stuffed animals lined up by size on a shelf, smallest to largest, perfectly organized. And in the corner, sitting on a purple rug, is a little girl. Gianna. She's tiny. Long blonde hair in 2 braids. Wearing a yellow dress with white flowers. She's holding a tablet and the music is coming from it. The same song, playing on repeat. She doesn't look up when I open the door. Hi, I say softly. Nothing. I'm Christine. I'm new here. I'm cleaning the house. She rocks slightly, forward and back, eyes fixed on the tablet. I should leave. Mrs. Winters said not to engage, but something stops me. This little girl is alone, in this huge house, with staff who ignore her and a father who's never home. That's a pretty song. I try again. Gianna's rocking stops, just for a second. Then she starts again, but I saw it. She heard me. Okay, I say quietly. I'll let you listen. I'm going to be downstairs if you need anything. I close the door. At noon, Mrs. Winters inspects my work with a clipboard. She runs her finger along baseboards, checks corners, opens closets. Acceptable, she finally says, which I assume is high praise from her. Thank you. Lunch is at 12:30. You eat in the kitchen, 20 minutes. I'm starving, so I'm grateful. Gus has made chicken salad sandwiches. He sets one in front of me without a word, then goes back to prepping dinner. Mrs. Winters sits across from me with tea. No food. You went into Gianna's room, she says. My stomach drops. I heard music. I just checked. I told you not to engage with her. I didn't. I just said hello. She doesn't like strangers. It agitates her. Next time, stay away. I want to argue, want to ask why a 6-year-old should be left alone all day, but I need this job. Understood, I say. Mrs. Winters sips her tea. The last housekeeper tried to be friendly with Gianna. It didn't end well. What happened? She overstepped. Thought she knew better than the professionals. Mr. Collier let her go. The message is clear. Stay in your lane. I don't see Gianna again that day, or the next, or the day after that. But I hear her. The same song, over and over, coming from her room. On Thursday, I'm cleaning the living room around 10 a.m. when she appears. Just walks in, barefoot, wearing overalls and a pink shirt. Hair loose today. She stops about 10 feet away from me, stares. Good morning, Gianna, I say gently. She doesn't respond, just watches me dust the bookshelf. I keep working. Don't make a big deal out of it. After about 5 minutes, she sits down on the floor, cross-legged, still watching. I glance at her. Is it okay if I keep cleaning? I don't want to bother you. No response. I keep dusting. She stays. We exist in the same space for maybe 20 minutes. Then she stands up and leaves as silently as she came. Mrs. Winters finds me in the kitchen later. Gianna was in the living room with you. Yes. She came in while I was cleaning. Did you talk to her? I said good morning. That's it. Mrs. Winters looks like she wants to say something else, but she doesn't. She just leaves. Friday. My first week almost done. I'm in the living room again. This time I have my phone on the windowsill, playing music softly while I work. Just something to make the silence less oppressive. A pop song, upbeat, nothing special. I'm wiping down the windows when I feel it. Someone watching. I turn. Gianna is standing in the doorway. Hi, I say. She takes a step into the room, then another. She's looking at my phone, at the music. Do you like this song? I ask. She tilts her head, listening. Then she takes another step, and another, until she's about 5 feet away. I don't move, don't want to scare her. I like music while I work, I say. Makes it more fun. Gianna's hands flutter at her sides, a small movement, like she's, I don't know, processing. Then she speaks. Loud. Her voice is small, quiet, but clear. Oh, is it too loud? I can turn it down. I reach for my phone, lower the volume. Is that better? She nods. Once. Okay, I'll keep it like this. Thank you for telling me. She stands there for another minute, then turns and walks away. It's the first real interaction we've had, and my heart is racing. The following Monday, everything changes. I'm in the living room. Late morning. Sun streaming through the windows. I've finished dusting. I'm about to start vacuuming. My phone is playing music again, quieter this time. A song comes on that I love, something with a good beat. I can't help it. I start moving a little as I work, swaying. Nothing dramatic, just dancing slightly while I clean. It's stupid, but it makes me happy. And then I hear it. Dance with me. I freeze, turn around. Gianna is standing there, hands at her sides, looking directly at me. What did you say, sweetheart? Dance with me. Her voice is serious, not quite asking, not quite demanding, just stating. My throat tights. You want to dance? She nods. I glance around. Mrs. Winters is nowhere. Gus is in the kitchen. We're alone. I should find Mrs. Winters and follow the rules, but this little girl just asked me to dance with her, and I'm not going to say no. Okay, I say softly. Let's dance. I walk over to her, slowly, don't want to startle her. I crouch down to her level. Can I hold your hand? She looks at my hand, considers. Then slowly, so slowly, she reaches out. Her small hand slides into mine. I stand up carefully. Ready? She nods. I start to sway, gently, side to side, keeping rhythm with the music. Gianna watches my feet. Then starts to copy the movement, stiff at first, then a little looser. We're dancing, this tiny 6-year-old and me. And she's smiling, actually smiling. I don't know how long we dance. Maybe 2 minutes, maybe 5. But then I hear it. What is going on here, Mrs. Winters? Standing in the doorway, face pale, eyes wide. I drop Gianna's hand immediately. I'm sorry, Step away from her, now. She asked me. I said step away. I back up, hands raised. Gianna's smile disappears. She shrinks back, wraps her arms around herself. Mrs. Winters marches over, grabs my arm. Outside, now. She drags me into the hallway, closes the door to the living room. What were you thinking? Her voice is shaking with anger and fear. I can't tell. She asked me to dance with her. I wasn't going to say no. You don't touch her. You don't engage with her. I told you. She's a little girl. She wanted to dance. What was I supposed to do? Your job. Clean the house and leave her alone. That's cruel. The word hangs between us. Mrs. Winters's face goes red. You have no idea what you're talking about. Then explain it to me. Because right now, all I see is a 6-year-old being ignored by everyone in this house. She has autism. She doesn't process things the way we do. Physical contact can be overwhelming for her. You could have caused a meltdown. You could have... But I didn't. She was happy. You don't know that. Yes, I do. I saw her smile. Mrs. Winters stares at me. For a long moment, she doesn't speak. Finally, I'm calling Mr. Collier. My stomach drops. Please don't. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. You're right. You won't. She pulls out her phone. Wait here. I stand in the hallway for 15 minutes, staring at the closed door to the living room, wondering if Gianna is still in there, wondering if I just got myself fired on my second week. I need this job. But I can't regret dancing with that little girl. Finally, the front door opens. A man walks in, tall, dark hair starting to gray at the temples, expensive suit, tie loosened. Jonathan Collier. He looks exhausted. Mrs. Winters appears immediately. Mr. Collier, thank you for coming. I know you're busy, but where is she? His voice is clipped, impatient. The new housekeeper. Where is she? Mrs. Winters points at me. Jonathan walks over, studies me. You're Christine? Yes, sir. Ruth says you were dancing with my daughter. She asked me to. I didn't think. You didn't think. He cuts me off. Do you have training in working with autistic children? No, but do you have any certifications, experience, anything that would qualify you to interact with her? No. Then why did you think it was appropriate to touch my daughter without permission? My face burns. She asked me to dance with her. I wasn't going to ignore her. That wasn't your decision to make. Respectfully, sir, she's a child, not a problem to be managed. The room goes silent. Jonathan's jaw tightens. Excuse me? I should stop and apologize. Save my job. But I can't. Your daughter is 6 years old. She's in this huge house all day with people who avoid her, who ignore her, who treat her like she's invisible. And when she finally reaches out, when she asks for something as simple as dancing, I'm supposed to say no. Because of rules? Because she might get agitated? You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe not, but I know what I saw. She was happy. For 3 minutes, she was just a little girl dancing to music. Jonathan stares at me. I can't read his expression. Finally, he turns to Mrs. Winters. Where is Gianna now? In her room. Did she have a meltdown after this happened? Mrs. Winters hesitates. No, but any sign of distress? No, but that doesn't mean. Thank you, Ruth. He looks at me again. Come with me. I follow him to his study, dark wood, leather chairs, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. He closes the door, gestures to a chair. Sit. I sit. He doesn't. He stands by the window, looking out at the perfectly manicured lawn. My daughter was diagnosed with autism when she was 3, he says quietly. Her mother couldn't handle it. She left when Gianna was 4. My chest tightens. I'm sorry. I've hired therapists, specialists, the best people money can buy. And they all say the same thing. Gianna needs structure, routine, minimal stimulation. She doesn't do well with unexpected interactions. With all due respect, sir, she initiated the interaction. She came to me. That's what Ruth said. He finally turns to face me. She also said Gianna hasn't voluntarily approached anyone in over a year. Oh, she doesn't speak much. And when she does, it's usually just 1 or 2 words. But Ruth said she spoke a full sentence to you. Dance with me. I nod. She did. Jonathan sits down. For the first time, he looks less like a CEO and more like a tired father. I don't know how to connect with her, he admits. Every time I try, she pulls away. She won't look at me, won't talk to me. I've accepted that maybe she's better off with professionals handling her care. Or maybe she just needs someone to see her as a kid, not as a diagnosis. He looks at me sharply. I press on. I don't know anything about autism. You're right. I'm not trained. But I do know that when I smiled at her, she came closer. When I played music, she told me it was too loud. And I listened. When she asked me to dance, I said yes. And for a few minutes, she was happy. What if she'd had a meltdown? If she'd gotten overstimulated and hurt herself? Then I would have stopped. I would have helped her. I wasn't going to force anything. Jonathan leans back, closes his eyes. Don't fire me, I say quietly. Please, I need this job. But more than that, I think Gianna needs someone who doesn't treat her like she's fragile. She needs someone to just be kind to her. He doesn't respond for a long time. Finally, you're not fired. I exhale. But, he continues, if you're going to interact with Gianna, you need to understand some things. Okay. She's sensitive to loud noises, bright lights, sudden movements. If she seems overwhelmed, give her space. Understood. She doesn't always make eye contact. That's normal for her. Don't force it. I won't. And if she says no to anything, respect it immediately. Of course. He stands. Mrs. Winters won't like this, but I'm going to tell her that you're allowed to interact with Gianna, within reason. If Gianna initiates, you can respond. Thank you. Don't make me regret this. Over the next few weeks, something shifts in the Collier house. Gianna starts seeking me out. Not every day, but a few times a week, she'll wander into whatever room I'm cleaning. She'll sit quietly, watch me work. I talk to her, not constantly, just small things. I'm going to vacuum now. It might be loud. Is that okay? She nods or shakes her head. Do you want to help me fold these towels? You're really good at organizing. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she doesn't. One day she brings me one of her stuffed animals, a purple elephant. This is Pepper, she says. Hi, Pepper. He's very soft. Sorry, she's very soft. Gianna sits down. Pepper likes music. Oh yeah? What kind? Happy music. So I play happy music, and Gianna sits with Pepper and rocks gently to the beat. Mrs. Winters watches from doorways, skeptical, waiting for me to mess up. But I don't, because I'm not trying to fix Gianna or change her. I'm just there, present. One afternoon, about 6 weeks after I started, Jonathan comes home early. I'm in the living room. Gianna is sitting on the couch, organizing crayons by color. I'm dusting nearby. Gianna, Jonathan says from the doorway. I'm home. She doesn't look up. Gianna? He tries again. Softer. How was your day? Nothing. I see the hurt flash across his face. She's been organizing crayons for about 20 minutes, I offer quietly. She's very focused. Jonathan watches her. She never talks to me. Have you tried talking to her about what she's interested in? I don't know what she's interested in. Crayons, apparently, and music, and her stuffed animals. I set down my dust cloth. May I? He nods. I walk over to Gianna, sit on the floor next to the couch. Gianna, your dad's home. Do you want to show him how you organized the crayons? She glances at me, then at her dad. Then slowly, she picks up a blue crayon, holds it out toward Jonathan. He stares at it, like he can't believe what's happening. She's showing you, I whisper. Take it. He walks over, kneels down, takes the crayon. Thank you, Gianna. She picks up another one, yellow, hands it to him. You're organizing by color, he says. That's really smart. She nods. They spend the next 10 minutes like that. Gianna handing him crayons, Jonathan accepting them, commenting gently on each one. It's not a conversation. Not really. But it's connection. And when I look at Jonathan, there are tears in his eyes. 3 months after I started working for the Colliers, Jonathan asks me to stay late one evening. I want to talk to you about something, he says, after Gianna's asleep. Of course. At 8 p.m., I'm sitting in his study again. I've been observing, he says. The way you are with Gianna. The progress she's made. She's wonderful. She's talking more, engaging more. She even hugged me last week. His voice cracks slightly. I can't remember the last time she did that. That's amazing. It's because of you. He leans forward. I want to offer you a different position, not as housekeeper, as Gianna's companion. Full-time, better pay, benefits, whatever you need. I'm stunned. Mr. Collier, I'm not qualified. You're more qualified than anyone I've hired, because you see her, not her diagnosis. Her. I don't have any certifications. We'll get you trained, properly. But Christine, you have something that can't be taught. You have empathy, patience, kindness. He pauses. You have what Gianna needs. I think about it. About this little girl who asked me to dance, who hands me crayons now, who says, Christine, stay, when I'm about to leave each day. Okay, I say. Yes, I'll do it. It's been 6 months now. Gianna is 7. She's in a special education program that actually understands her needs. She has friends, other kids who don't mind that she doesn't always make eye contact or that she needs breaks when things get overwhelming. She talks more, not constantly, but enough. She still loves music. We dance almost every day. Sometimes Jonathan joins us, moving awkwardly but trying. Gianna laughs when he spins her. She laughs. Mrs. Winters eventually warmed up to me. I was wrong, she admitted one day. About you. About what Gianna needed. Gus makes Gianna's favorite meals now. Asks her opinion on new recipes. The house feels different. Less like a museum, more like a home. Last week, Gianna did something that made me cry. We were in the living room, music playing, just the two of us. She walked up to me, took my hand. Dance with me, she said, just like the first time. Always, I told her. And we danced. Because that's what you do when someone asks you to see them, to be with them, to treat them like they matter. You say yes. Have you ever connected with someone that others had given up on? Have you ever seen someone for who they truly are, beyond labels or diagnoses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story about compassion, connection, and seeing people who others overlook moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about kindness, acceptance, and the power of simply being present. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss our next story. Thanks for watching.